Good day guys, Sicarius here and welcome back to another YouTube video. And today, we are gonna be reviewing another One Piece figure, but this time, it is a very special one to me since this figure is given to me by my friend in a Toycom world or in the toys community. And that is Boss or Ninong Francis Jimenez III. I'm very thankful to that guy since he shared his blessings all over the Toycom community, and I am lucky to have it since I'm just a boy with a dream in my hand that I want to grow this channel. I want to showcase to you guys what is my passion, and of course that is collecting different figures like anime figures, some Lego like that. And Ninong Francis give that opportunity to me, and I feel blessed and amazing knowing that other people can give you that stuff or can share their blessings to you. Sorry. And I am super grateful to that person since he is very generous, and yeah, I hope more blessings will come to his side or to his part because he is a kind and of course a handsome person as well since that's his pen name. Ang pinakapoging Ninong Francis lang naman ang nagbigay sa akin ng gantong opportunity at ng gantong laruan. So thank you rin in Magawara Toy Shop since without his help, Bossing John Robert, I couldn't get it without shipping fee. I'm super thankful to those guys, and now without talking anymore, let's start the video. Here is the figure itself. This is of course by Ban Presto, and the line of it is Maximatic. This is the box of the figure. It is super big, so that's why it is sideways, because if I stand it like this, you cannot see it. It is a big box, of course, with a golden sticker of Toei animation over here, and with the design on the top which is Maximatic and etc. Now this is the front of the box. Now to further or to be a fast reviewer, commonly the figures or the box of the figures are all the same or has the same design, like this one. This is the figure itself, and this is the details on the box, which is the Maximatic, which is the line of that, and of course licensed by Bandai, and of course the anime itself, which is One Piece. This is Trafalgar Law or Trafalgar Water Dilo, sorry. And the Maximatic of course has this. This is a figure series made with maximum size, molding, and coloring techniques, so it's known as Maximatic. Now on the side of the box, this is the design, which is Trafalgar Water Dealer, which is the captain, the doctor, and the swordsman of the Heart Pirates, if I am not wrong, or Pirates of Heart. This is the figure itself, I assume. And when you do like this is the back of the box, which is actually the front of the box itself, and of course the other side, which is the same as the other side. So now, let's open the figure. Okay, this is the inside of the box. If you can see the serial code over here and the serial code over there, I believe this is the site of, I don't know, the Ban Presto, I guess, website. And now let's open the box. So here is the content of the box. So let's set the box aside. And here is the content of the box. It is a really big figure. So please bear with me so that we can review it one by one. So now let's start opening the figure itself. Now let's open, of course, the very big base, which is over here. This is the base of the Maximatic now. It is really big. As you can see, my hand is big, and now it is super big. So I hope it will, fit in my collection case or in my collection cabinet. Next is the stand. This is the stand. It is a standard plastic, by the way. Standard plastic base by Banpresto. So now let's open the stand, which is over here. It is a solid plastic, and I don't like this kind of stand since dust will come in easy on this part of the stand and cobwebs like that. So let's set that aside. Now let's open the part of his sword, which is the top of his scabbard, which is over here. It is of course flimsy as well in this part, since we do not want any broken pieces on this side. And we have this is a very sensitive part of the figure, so you gotta be careful when you are assembling this figure itself. Next we have the part of the sword or the scabbard itself. The case of the sword rather, which is over here. It is a really long scabbard. Look at that. It is amazing. Let's set that aside. Now for Lo itself, let's open his legs, which is over here. Look at this. This is the pants or the legs of Lo. It is really heavy and high quality. The paint job is amazing. And of course this is the slot for the stand. Now let's set this aside. And for the main torso or the main figure with his face and his body, of course with his arms and fingers, we have the torso, which is the upper part of the figure itself, which is over here. So now let's set this aside. Let's arrange it. And now let's review it one by one or part by part. Now let's review each and every single part of the figure itself. So now let's start with, of course, the stand on the beginning, the stand and on the base. So here is the stand of the figure. It is a hard plastic stand. It is amazingly textured, but the problem is this hose. These three holes can affect you in cleaning the figure itself, since this hose can attract dust and cobwebs over time. So now let's move on to the base, which is over here. This is a standard solid base. This is a solid plastic base, as you can see. And we got also the markings on the bottom of the base, Bandai Spirits, made in China. And just like the stand of the figure, it is a hard plastic stand, and for me it is amazing. That's one of the downfall of the figure, like Maximatic, this for me, in my perspective. Now let's set this aside and let's move on to the scabbard part of the figure itself. This is the scabbard or the sword part of the law, or of Trafalgar Water de Law. We got some cross design over here. It is amazing, and it is quite long, and of course it is made with hard plastic as well. It's fragile, I guess, since you can break this. You cannot bend it like this. So we're gonna move on to this part of the sword, which is the handle, and of course the scabbard, which is over here as well. We got this, like I said on the beginning of the video, or on the part of the video where I am opening each part. This is a very fragile part of the figure, since you can break this one also easily. But other than that, all of the details from the scabbard, all of the paint jobs from the scabbard to the handle and the part of the scabbard where there is a freaking rope. It is amazingly detailed. It is Maximatic, and of course the handle is fancy, as you can see. Now let's move on to the legs of Trafalgar Water de Law, which is over here. Now, when I read something about this particular clothing, it's like some people theorize this as, related to Bartolomeo Coma, since with this pants and this part of the hat of law. But I think some part of it is right. Maybe we can, see the full explanation on that when the anime moves on or moves along. Right now we have the fight of Kaido versus Luffy from Gear 5 or Nika, something like that. But as we move along from the anime, we can discover that, together and unitedly. So this is the part of the figure, which is of course his legs. It is amazing for me, to be honest, since look at the ripples on the pants. It is super detailed, and of course the paint jobs, like some, I guess, what is this? What pattern is this? Like some cheetah like that, cheetah pattern like that. It is amazing. Of course, the shoes. Wow, the shoes is amazing as well, to be honest with you. The details on every part of this leg part or leg section is amazing. The paint job is amazing. And yeah, so now let's move on to the last part of the figure itself, which is obviously the main part. This is Trafalgar Law. Of course, I believe this is the G1 or the Generation 1 clothing of his, and it is amazing. We got the yellow and black jacket or hoodie with the freaking logo of the Heart Pirates, which is like the logo of Bellamy and the Blue Flamingo logo. And look at this, the ripples on the freaking clothes is amazing as well. We got the part of the hoodie, which is super fragile. Of course, you don't wanna do that gesture on this part, because you can easily break this, and it is not gonna be a fun part in collecting or in a hobby. Now we got the face of Law, which is over here. The paint job on the face of Law, it is amazing. From his earrings to his, I guess, you know, what is this? Goatee. And, you know, patilla, which is over here. I don't know what is the English of patilla. Side hair, I guess. And from his hat, it is quite textured. All of the freaking section of this figure is textured. It is amazing. The eyes are on point. They are super cool. And you know, the hands is doing the room, I guess, gesture, which is we have a particle which is over here doing the room gesture, of course. And this is one of my favorite, you know, part. This, or his tattoo, it is super amazing with the death spelled out on his fingers. Death. And you know, I don't know what it is, but I believe it's the world government, one of the world government logo. Basically, it's similar to that. And look at this, it is amazing. Tattooed, and of course the other arm as well, but without the death, you know, symbol or tattooed on his fingers. The muscle of Law, it is amazing as well. The muscle of the hands, it is amazing as well. So now let's assemble it. Now let's assemble first the scabbard and the sword, which is over here. Man, the sword is super long. It is a long sword. I'm not gonna cap on that. But all in all, it is amazing. So now let's assemble the figure, which is over here. Now I'm gonna point out the things that, you know, beg or seek my attention. This part of the figure, when I am inspecting it, is, you know, hollow. When you see it, it's not covered enough in plastic or hard plastic. Look at that. This part, that's where you can see the outside pretty clear. I'm so sorry with my English today. So now let's assemble it so you can see what I meant. So this is, of course, assembled Trafalgar water dilo. As you can see, the plastic over here is, you know, I guess bended apart, but you cannot really tell it. So it is all good. And now, of course, we can insert his sword, which is over here. There you go. We got a long sword. Super long sword, to be honest. I want, you know, to do this like that, but it is falling apart. So now let's just put the figure on a stand and let's figure out what to do on it later. So let's put it on his stand, which is over here. There you go. It is a really big and hefty figure. It is big. It is really big. So when you buy this, you will absolutely like it. I will guarantee you that if you're a fan of One Piece, you will absolutely enjoy and love this figure. So insert the Law on his stand properly. And now let's put on the sword, which is over here. let's, you know, squeeze that over here and do that. So that's how you're gonna put the sword on low. Is over here is super big and hefty. It is really a Maximatic figure. So this is the figure itself, and for me it is a good purchase. It is quite heavy, and of course the details and the paint job in it is amazing as well. From the stand up to the sword, it is super sick. But another thing is not good in this figure. Some paint chips is included when you open it. It is quite common when you are buying a freaking figurine. So it's sad, but we can take it since it is not quite, you know, major issue. It is quite amazing as well, since this is given to me by Ninong Francis. So thank you so much, Ninong Francis, once again, and of course the Mugiwara Toy Shop. So that's all, guys. Thank you for watching this video. And as always, please subscribe, share, comment on this video, and you know, suggest some content to me. So what anime figures do you want to see in this channel? And that's all, guys. Thank you guys so much, and peace out. See you in the next video. Bye.